I love you, oh loves. Do you have thoughts? Do you wanna share them with me? I love you, oh loves. Oh, do you have thoughts? I'd like to share mine with you. Can we share like lovers do? Underneath the painted blue moon of poor loves, do you have thoughts? And do you want to share with me? Share with me too. I love you, oh loves. Do you have thoughts? And do you wanna share them with me? 'Cause I've got dreams to share with you. Come and let's share some fantasies. I love you, oh loves. Do you have thoughts? And do you wanna share them with me? I love you, oh loves. Do you have thoughts? I wanna share mine with you. Please share me with you too. I wanna be with you. I love you, oh loves. Night after our eyes met, I seen you best time yet. You stood in the sun. I knew you were my woman. When I dreamed that night, I held you oh so tight. Your arms held me like the blankets I ever knew. When I was a baby, you wrapped in my mom's arms, and every night all I did was dream of you. And now you know, 'cause you've seen me too well. You wanna go and share your whole life and dreams with me too. Oh loves, do you have thoughts? And do you wanna share with me too? Do you, and oh loves, do you have thoughts? I know I do. Come and share. Can you come and be with me too? I wanna share them with you. Oh loves. Ooh. Share with me too.
With the release of the Super Mario Bros. Movie and the Oscar-nominated song Peaches, time to look at the mastery that Jack Black really has with his voice. And there's really not a better song to dive into than Master Exploder. Jack Black is amazing with placement, with his mixed voice, good musical, sizzly grit, and he does it all from this place of freedom. I think one of the greatest reasons that Jack Black is so good is because he just doesn't care. It is all so completely ridiculous and just throw whatever's out there. You know, even says here, we wrote this song 10 minutes ago or whatever. Like, this is where we all need to get with our own voices. We need to be at a point where we're not taking ourselves seriously. We're not in striving mode. We're just like, I don't care. Whatever comes out is better. And if we have that attitude and then go into singing, we're going to do a lot better than if we're all tense and tight because we're trying to do very specific things with our voice. So keep that in mind as we go in and explore what Jack Black's approach are here in this video. If you'd like more help pulling things out of your voice, singing freely, doing things like distortion, mixed voice, singing higher, but you'd like to approach it from a place of freedom and not frustration, click the link below and join my free voice course. Let's get into this. Okay, I'm going to be stopping a lot because there's a lot to point out. I realize that he's being a complete ham here. Just listen to how his tone changes. There's a clue here. As he changes his resonance, as he changes his tone a bit, he places his voice slightly differently to set himself up for going much higher. He's like, ah, right? And then watch what happens. Hear that? I'm going, ah. I'm exaggerating it, but it went from that darker to that brasher, brighter sound. Now listen to what he does with it. This brash sound works. This placement works for going super high in mixed voice. This has a ceiling. He knows that if he moves his resonance around, he can posture his voice, he can get things in line so that his range becomes nearly limitless. And there's grit there too.
A microphone. My voice is fucking.
I do not need. This is classic compression. We hear James Hetfield use it. We hear all, but he sounds a little bit like James Hetfield here, maybe. I do not need. No, I do. Lift your desk. Lift your desk. Lift something really heavy. I do. And then try singing. I do not need. Just make sure that engagement that you have with your throat when you're holding the air back feels like it's as high as possible in your vocal tract. You don't want. We don't want that. We want. I do not need a microphone. And then he carries this up. Listen again.
Voice is fucking.
Powerful! It's not just powerful. That's not powerful. He is not simply yelling till his voice distorts, though. He is finding those notes, getting them clean when he's practicing this, when anybody practices this well. Get the notes first. Powerful! And he's accessing those higher notes with that brash sound that I talked about earlier. Powerful! Then hold back the air. Put the distortion over the top of it. Powerful! Yeah!
My voice is fucking.
Powerful! Long. Now even in that character right there. Oh, yeah! Oh, yeah! He is bouncing back and forth between different vocal characters. He arcs his phrases, and you can see it on his face. You can see it everywhere. He is free. He is not locked. That is a clean mixed sound. This is not head voice. as a lot of people might, when they're just trying to hit the note, do. But this is a mixed posture that he's getting from that bright sound he had earlier. Hit the note first, and then add a little bit more support, and then think, a lot of people call this twang. What I'm going to do is I'm going to think brasher, and a little bit more nasal, so I'm going to let the voice go through my nose. And then I'm going to push with my support. And then it's going to do that. Okay? Well, I must not have the right posture. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start a little bit lower. Get as brash as I possibly can. And then I'm going to start just weeping like a little. So I'm in its brash chest voice, and then I'm making this sound that's causing not me to do this. I'm not sighing. I'm sort of whining. And then I'm going to hold on to that sensation that I get when I do that in this brash sound. Yeah. And then as I go down, I'm going to darken it so that I separate these characters out and provide more nuance to my voice. That's what he's doing. He's just doing it very goofily. You hear guys like Chris Cornell do this really, really well.
Sorry. I did not mean to blow your mind.
To blow your mind, blow your mind. Through the dark, it's not blow your mind, it's blow your mind.
But that shit happened to me all the time.
Ooh, that's cool. All the time. Hear him lightening he has that brash sound that he had earlier, but he's actually paring it back a little bit and then pushing into it. So there is an element of pure head voice there, but he's blending that approach with his mixed voice approach. I've done a lot of videos on mixed voice. I don't go to it as much here because we're getting through this video, but check out my playlist on mixed voice, linked in the description. There's a lot of E's going on. Just see, what do you see? Yeah! And then he opens up and he thins it out a little bit. He's really strategic with how he's doing things here. This note, he gets really engaged. That's a lower mix or higher chest note with compression. It joins his voice together in a way that it wouldn't without the compression. But then, they put delay on it and he goes, as he opens his voice up there. It's interesting to hear how great singers do an equally good job of executing the techniques that they've practiced and also using their voice in ways that masks where they're not as good. And a lot of people are not as good on E vowels. It's harder to sing high and thick with an E vowel or an oo vowel. And so when he goes higher, he makes sure he's on a very open as opposed to that's harder, less sustainable. He saves those for the down there. Playing around like that. The open vowels are all high, and the more closed, difficult vowels are low. so fun, but so educational at the same time if you know what to look and listen for. Thanks for watching. Thanks for enjoying the style of Jack Black with me. Again, if you'd like more help with your voice, pulling some of these things like mixed voice and grit, distortion out of your voice in a free way, click that link below and join my free course. We'll see you for more. I get to go see Blink-182 later in October in Las Vegas, Nevada, along with a ton of other amazing bands. If you're going to be there too and you happen to see me, be sure you come and say hi. And it's only fitting that I check out their brand new song, which is still, after 7 days, at number 5 on I really like this band. Really like Tom's voice. I don't like it being manipulated to the point of losing its quirky characters because of autotune.
I couldn't see the meaning.
It's modifying the way that it couldn't, has this even sort of sound to it.
I couldn't see the meaning.
The thing is autotune is used so much, and it's used way more than you think it is. But when it's used right, you can't hear it. When it's used strategically and not just ratcheted down so tightly that it sucks the life out of a vocal performance, and this isn't even like soaring vocals. This is very, basic, normal sounding, almost speech level singing so far, and it's already so ratcheted down.
Right now feels the same, I wonder why.
Yeah, we just don't need that much pitch correction. We don't need it.
Do I have to die to hear you say goodbye?
Now, goodbye. Oh, that was really ratcheted. Like, destroyed the vibrato. But we don't have to say goodbye to analyzing some crispiness, some grittiness that happens on certain notes.
Do I have to die to hear you miss me?
Hear you miss me. Hear you miss me. It's like just for that one word, he's holding back a little bit more air. I describe this as lifting something heavy. We all will constrict a bit more when we're lifting something heavy and at the same time pushing with our support. Hear you miss me. And does it again here.
Do I have to die to hear you say goodbye?
Die to hear you say goodbye. Not die to hear you say, die to, yeah. By the way, this is a singing channel, and I love pulling inspiration from vocalists and artists that I enjoy. If you'd like help doing that with your own voice, and you'd like a method that helps you freely explore your voice without judgment, click the link below and join my free voice course. Purpose thing, like let's ratchet it down and sort of sanitize the sound of the voice and make it obvious on purpose, right? That's the way I'm looking at it. Like that's why you have to look at it.
One more time.
That's awesome. The set changes in the back, or the atmosphere changes that echo like various stages of their. Huh, that's cool.
I miss you. Took time, but I admit it.
There's a little drums. Octave, higher octave, simple. That's what Blink does so well, right? Simple aggression, simple non-aggression. It's comforting and especially nostalgic.
Ain't always gonna happen. I got it.
Did you hear that little bounce there? The tuning is so ratcheted down. But I will say that
I gotta say I love you while we're here.
the really tight tuning coupled with this octave effect creates almost like a synth sound, or dare I say like an AI sound out of these two guys' familiar voices. Aww. Seeing stuff like this makes me do a double take back into my own pictures of when I was doing music younger and all the things associated with that. And these guys were, along for a lot of that. Loved the video, loved the things that it's triggering in me at the moment. And the do I have to die to ... like, how can we value the moments, right? How can we value the moments that we are experiencing because they will be gone? That's what I'm walking away with. Neat to have a song pull those kinds of things out. It'll be fun to see these guys in a few weeks, and I'm expecting very high energy. Awesome after all these years. They are back and still doing it. Again, if you'd like more help with your own voice and unlocking what it can really do from a freedom perspective, creative perspective, click that link below and join my free course. We'll see you for more. Well, I'm on a bit of an Ado kick. I think I said it right that time. I went and listened to her saying it because someone let me in on a video where she was saying her name. I think I've got the emphasis right. Anyway, I was all set at the recommendation of many of you to go do a first-time reaction and vocal analysis of Goddish, and I saw that this one had just come out. So I will do Goddish next, I promise. But I thought, as this one's brand new, it would be fun to experience. Okay. Already way more throwbackish sound. That major twist at the end that's happened in other Ado arrangements I've heard so far. So cool. Thanks for getting into this journey with me on this fantastic singer. I plan to do more videos of Ado as well. Keep putting the suggestions in. Like I said, Goddish will be next. Again, if you'd like more help working with your own voice in a free and non-judgmental way, click that link below and join my free course. We'll see you for more. Hey, Chris Liepe here. I've been wanting to do a vocal analysis for Dan Reynolds for a while, so this is good timing. Imagine Dragons, Children of the Sky, haven't seen or heard this yet, but if it's anything like Dan's back catalog of amazing vocals, I'm sure there's going to be You hear that broke up more than any other note so far? Down me! There's this sense that he's pushing his voice beyond his limit and actually leaning into his vocal break, which I have talked about in a lot of other videos. But listen to this again, and then I'm going to, make it ugly.
Down me, you still down me.
Down me! Don't me! That's a huge exaggeration, but that's what's happening. It's this sense that we're going, down me! But as soon as we feel our voice start to crack a little bit, put in that compression that I was talking about earlier. This gets you a more screamed, like a pitch screamed sound instead of a compressed, distorted me. Here it's not, I'm not totally losing it, right? But it's more juicy than down me! There's that, which is like this harmonic distortion, kind of a richness. And then there's down me! You still hear the note, but it's the vocal break.
Without me.
That is far from the first time I've heard that song. I felt like I had to start the Dayseeker journey on this channel with that one. Thanks for watching. Again, if you'd like more help with your voice, click the link below and join my free course. More Dayseeker on the channel to come. We'll see you for more.
I'm gonna spread love or hate. I'm gonna spread love or hate. I'm gonna spread love or